And once again, welcome back to the podcast. And today, another in the series with F.A. Owafasa, who is a mentor for many people and helps them run very, very successful businesses. He's a public speaker, an award-winning public speaker, and he's a motivational speaker. And it's great to have you back here today, F.A. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Martin. As always, it's good to be on the show to be of help to your guest.
That's great. And because we normally, let's start a little differently. Normally, we talk about people starting a business, how you get started. Join FA and he'll help you get started. But there's something else. There's some people, in fact, probably tens of thousands of people that have got skills and they've got expertise and they're passionate about something, but they can't turn it into a business. They can't turn it into something that earns them an income. So, FA, how would a person, suppose I came along to you and said, I can do this, this, and this. I've got all this and I can't do a thing with it. How can you help me?
Thank you very much, Martin. I do get these questions a lot. And when I try to help people or share some of my expertise in this regard, I like talking about my story. I never knew I would become an entrepreneur, but my journey, growing up when I was younger, as a young person, growing up with a lot of disadvantage and pain. And along the line, I became an entrepreneur is it by accident? I can't say the word by accident. Um, I found out that I became an entrepreneur when I wanted to express my passion. I have a passion of supporting people, sharing ideas and thoughts with people that will inspire them, that will make them to change. I remember when I was in my mid 20s or early 20s, I wrote a book. And the book was about motivation, excellence in academics and life. And I found myself going to schools in Nigeria, secondary schools, universities, and where people meet. And I was now speaking to people about how they can improve themselves. And along the line, I sold the book. And within a period of 12 months, I sold over 6,000 copies of that book.
Wow.
Now, and I realized, wow, so I could make money from what I love to do as a speaker. But I didn't know it's going to be something I'm going to do for a living. Long story short, I came to the UK, then and I said, I really want to get into this field of using my voice as a speaker, as a coach, as a consultant to help people. So I trained to become a qualified life coach and I trained to become a professional speaker. And along the line, I now said I want to go out there and turn it into a business, which I did. And I struggled a bit for at the beginning, but along the line, I met some mentors and I began to um, use my expertise as a qualified speaker and coach, now making a business, helping people with my expertise and getting paid in doing that. So if people want to start in turning that expertise into a business, the first question I would want to ask them is, what is it are you really passionate about? What are you good at? Because if you are good at something, there are people who are not good at it. And those people who are not good at it, so if you now find a way of teaching them on how to do it the way you do it, and they pay you for that expertise, that is a business. But the question people say, they will say, but if I know a lot of things, I have a lot of expertise, how do I get started? And the little thing I tell them is start with one of the expertise. If you have 10 expertise, yes, they are good. Yes, they are useful. But in the business, what to get started, pick one of your expertise and get started. So is the first essential is pick a niche in one of the areas or the things you are very good at. Then when you pick a niche, then you now begin to ask yourself, who need help in this regard? Who really want to learn how to do this? Like, for example, for me, I am very good at public speaking and marketing. When I started my business as a consultant, I was teaching business people how they can use public speaking to grow their business. And also, I was very good in marketing. I was not teaching people how they can effectively market themselves to grow their business. And people was learning from me, and I'm paying for my expertise and my time. So the first thing is to pick a niche. That's the first thing.
So you say, what are you passionate about? Sometimes people will argue that their passion, although it's their passion, turning it into a business wouldn't necessarily work because a passion is exactly that. It's a passion. But would you agree that having it, choosing a passion, it's not like work. So while you're doing it and you enjoy doing it, that will be help you become far more successful in building an empire, for example, than
Yeah.
if you're doing a job just because you want it to do to earn some money.
Yeah. So to earn some money, money is a reward for solving problem or providing solution for people. So if you have an expertise in something, you're good at doing something. Like I said earlier on, there are people who want to learn how to do it. Now, the business now come from now, you now go out there and get known that this is what you are good at doing. You now go out there and look for people who need help with that. So in the business world, you now do market research. So you do market research to find out who are the people that really want to learn about this thing. Who are the people that need help with this thing? What is the challenge in this regard? So when you pick a passion of yours, you pick a niche that you want to start a business with, you go and do market research. Market research is now finding out what the people need. Then from there, when you do the market research, you will now want to start generating lead. When we say lead are people who have shown interest in your expertise, that they need help, but they have not yet made an investment in giving you money. You've done something and they said, hey, Martin, I really want to learn about these things you're talking about. How do I go about it? So they will now give you either their email address, their phone number, or something. They want to learn more about it. So you build lead generation. In my business growth masterclass that I do, there are different ways you can go about generating lead. Practically, what I did when I started out in Newly, I went out into the community to networking meetings, networking events in my local community. So I went out there looking for people who need my expertise. So networking in local events, it could be online, it could be offline. You go to these places, you meet people, you introduce yourself, who you are, what you do. Then on another way, again, you could generate lead for your business is by speaking. You look for opportunity to speak to a group of people. You may say, I'm not good in public speaking, but just get started. Start with where you are and with what you know. For me, I went out to the community. I was looking for local business organization. I joined the local chamber of trade and commerce. I look for local networking meetings and I made a request that I want to speak to your audience. So when I was speaking every now and again to people, I got known, I got seen, I generated a lead, and from the leads, they became clients who was now working with me. The another thing you could do again is start to talk about who you are, what you do, and how you help people. Word of mouth. And people hear about the word of mouth, people will start talking about you. Have you heard about this person? He does this. So from word of mouth, you will get referral. People will come to you. But again, you must learn how to package your expertise. Packaging what you know how to do is one of the best way you can make money from it. So one thing, you might be good at something, but if you're not able to package it becoming a product that you want to sell, you may not know how to make money. So packaging it could be, do you want to teach people on how to do 5 things that you are very good at? And how much do you want to price it? Do you want people to have access to you for a period of a month, for a period of 6 months, for a period of 12 months? And how much do you think they should pay you to have access to you? That's what we call packaging it.
Wow. So could could somebody start if they've already got a skill set and they've already got an expertise? Could they continue with that in the way that they're doing it, but use what you've just said as a side hustle until it grows, or is it something you need to jump in with both feet?
Um, you don't just start immediately and you leave what you were doing for a day job, because there are quite a number of people who are in the corporate world today, or they are in one of kind of job, but they have a passion they really want to do. My advice is don't get too excited and quit and say you want to start your own business. No, it's you will struggle, not you will struggle. Do it alongside. Maybe if you are into full-time employment or you have something you're doing full-time, do it over the weekend. Look for the days within the week you have some spare time. Like for me, when I started out, I was working, and at the same time, over the weekend, I use the weekend very well to build in my business. Or maybe if you are a 9 to 5 person, when you finish 9 to 5, what happened from 7 to 11 or 7 to 1 a.m. in the rest in the evening? So invest your time, organize yourself. The free time you use it to be building your business. Then when you are known and you start getting clients, you start making money, do it for a little while. When you earn 3 times your income from your day job, then you are confident that yes, it's worth me leaving my 9 to 5 job or what I'm doing that I'm not passionate about, to actually using this passion of mine to be a business.
I do like that because you said you giving us a guide, something to a goal to go for. So when you earn 3 times what you're already earning, that's when you can switch over. These are the kind of things that you can find out if you contact FA and you join his audience, because they all want one thing. They want success, and they want to have an impact, and they want to turn that into an extra income. And I'm also pleased that you said offline as well, with the networking meetings, face to face, person to person. People think online now is the only way, but
Yeah.
don't forget there's offline as well. So just in those points alone, absolute golden nuggets. So how would they get in contact with you if they really want to achieve this and they're serious about starting it?
Yeah, it's a good question. People can get in contact with me. You can send me an email, or there's a website we're going to put on this video. You can click on it and join it and check out what I do. And I have a Facebook group as well. Or perhaps you want to send me a private email. My team can pick it up. You can send me email info@focusguru.com. That is info, info at focusguru.com. Send me an email, and I have a free guide that I can send to you on how to get started with your expert business so that you can start generating income for yourself. And above it all, one of the things is that a lot of people know what they need to do, but they don't do what they know they should be doing. In the world of entrepreneurship, it's not enough to know what you want to do. What moves the needles is taking action, taking those imperfect action. And when you take in those imperfect action, you are building momentum, you are building your confidence. And when you build momentum and confidence over a period of time, you become a master. And when you're a master, and that's where growth comes to play. And above it all, it's not a one-day thing. It's a long-term perspective thinking. You think into the future. You say, this is what I want to do. I'm committed to do it in a long term. And over the time, from my own experience, you will build connection. You will meet people who will help you along the line. You will meet people who will refer and recommend you, who will send businesses your way, and you become known as an authority in the industry if you do it long enough.
Thank you, Rafa. That's another few golden nuggets into and insights into what you really can do to be successful both on and offline. So do please take that invitation, get in touch, because I've seen the results that FA has for his clients. I've watched the live Zoom calls at times, and it works. It's not if it works, it may do, it can do, it will. Just listen to FA. he is the person to go to. I promise you. FA,
Thank you,
very
Martin.
much.
That's very kind of you.
We'll talk again soon.
We'll talk very much. So thank you very much, Martin. Always a good pleasure.